Here's my honest review of the Niacinamide Cleansing Jelly by Naturium. Hi friends, it's Celine Noel. I'm a certified cosmetic chemist, and it's my passion to help you become the best version of yourself inside and out. Now, I am going to be reviewing Naturium's Niacinamide Cleansing Jelly today with 3% niacinamide, and that's a key point, which I'll talk about in a moment. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. The first thing I really want to dive into is Naturium's brand marketing message with this product. Cosmetics are often, just like any other business, focused and centered around marketing. And there are 3 important key points to note about this product when I first look at just the packaging. Number 1, as you can see on the label, there is a little word called niacinamide with 3%. And that's an important thing to note because the percentage matters in cosmetics, especially when it comes to vitamins like niacinamide. And if you didn't know, niacinamide is also another name for a vitamin. And this vitamin is also known as B3. So that's just kind of a fun fact that not a lot of people know about. Another important thing to know about niacinamide is that at 2%, at only 2%, it's been clinically proven to reduce transepidermal water loss by up to 27%. And that's something important to note because niacinamide is at 3% in this formula, which is even more, which is great. So we're getting even more of those clinically proven benefits. Another thing about niacinamide is that it keeps the skin moisturized and protects the skin barrier from further damage. But not only is niacinamide in this formula, there is also hyaluronic acid and vitamin C. But you'll notice here on the packaging, they do not include the percentage listed for hyaluronic acid and vitamin C. So I went ahead and looked at the back of the label where all the ingredients are listed. And sodium hyaluronate is listed after xanthan gum. And as a cosmetic chemist, typically xanthan gum is only used at 1%. Give or take a little bit, it depends on the formula, but that means that hyaluronic acid is only in this formula at probably less than 1%, which isn't a lot, and that's fine, but you may notice better benefits if there was more hyaluronic acid in the formula. Again, that's just my assumption because they didn't put the exact percentage on the formula, but just because they didn't list it either typically means that it's in a smaller quantity. And this is where you get into implied marketing, right? And implied marketing is basically just the sense of giving the consumer a perceived idea based off of what they can see about the product. So they see hyaluronic acid is on the product, and just because hyaluronic acid has all these amazing benefits doesn't mean it's gonna do anything if it's in the formula. It really depends on the percentage of the formula, and there's so much misinformation out there, so it's just important to be an informed consumer and keep an eye on these things. So niacinamide gets my check of approval, but hyaluronic acid, meh. They could have listed the percentage on the packaging at least. And same with vitamin C. Just because a cosmetic company is throwing all of these labels on their product does not mean that those ingredients are doing anything for you, so keep that in mind. Vitamin C is also listed on the formula in the ingredient list, sodium ascorbyl phosphate, and that's behind even the little fruit extract back there. So it's probably in a very minuscule amount in the formula, but that's just something to keep in mind. I'm not hating on this product, I'm just diving deep into the marketing message. Now let's move on to the product appearance. So this Naturium cleanser comes in this nice little bottle, and I took some out and lathered it on my skin. And it is a gel, and it smells really, really good. It almost smells like a baby. I don't know how to describe it. It's just this very calming, soothing smell, which I think was part of their brand philosophy and something they were going for, especially considering the packaging, because it's blue and this teal oceany color that typically gives people a warm feeling, just like a calm feeling, because color psychology matters as well, especially with marketing products. You'll see on the side of the label as well, there are a bunch of marketing words listed. Made in the USA, cruelty-free, paraben-free, vegan, gluten-free, fragrance-free, and dermatologist tested. A lot of these are really, really common in the skincare industry now, right? I'm a huge fan of vegan and cruelty-free products, simply because I really like helping animals, and a lot of people do. But the thing is that with fragrance-free products, gluten-free, paraben-free. Especially with the parabens, it's more so a marketing message because there's some fear-mongering that has gone on with parabens and people just freaking out. Like, oh my goodness, these skin products are giving me cancer because of the parabens. But I will tell you here now that parabens, the science does not add up with what parabens have been blamed for. They are harshly criticized in the skincare industry, and that's something that just won't change, I think, because there's been so much anxiety over parabens, so much hating on them, and people get really, really scared about what they put on their skin, and yet they're eating trash. They're not having a healthy diet, and honestly, diet and exercise will do so much more for you in your life and preventing cancer and things like that than putting parabens on your skin will. So I say before you freak out about parabens on your skin with cosmetics in very minuscule amounts, you should be freaking about or just freaking out about all of the terrible foods you're eating, and address that part of your life first, please. But anyway, that is my ramble, and all I can do is look at the science. I am a seeker of truth, and I'm not saying I'm right or wrong about any of these things. I'm just telling you what I've seen from the science and the studies. There are a lot of false, misleading studies out there against parabens as well. Another thing I want to mention about the hyaluronic acid is that it's listed as sodium hyaluronate, which means that it probably has a higher molecular weight, which also means that it's probably going to have more benefits for the skin, which is super nice. It's kind of weird because sometimes hyaluronic acid is listed as hyaluronic acid, sometimes it's not, so it'll give you a clue as to which kind of hyaluronic acid that was used to create the formula, because there are a few different weights that are used in cosmetics, but that's another cool benefit. So even though hyaluronic acid probably is in less than 1% in this formula, at least it's a higher weight, so it might be giving you a little bit more of a boost of its amazing benefits. And then the other ingredients are pretty typical: glycerin, xanthan gum, citric acid, potassium sorbate, phenoxyethanol, ooh, that's a mouthful, phenoxyethanol, and tocopherol, also known as vitamin E, which is an antioxidant, and that's probably in there to just make sure that the vegetable, or not the vegetable oil, but the fruit extract in here does not oxidize and wreak havoc on the formula. So that is my full review of this product. And after all of this, here's my final consensus. I would rate this product a 7 out of 10. So it's decent, right? It's not terrible. I think some of the points that could have been improved, I wish they would have at least marketed the fruit extract on the product somewhere, instead of just kind of hiding it in the back of the formula, or at least showing the benefits somewhere. And also, I wish they would have listed the hyaluronic acid and vitamin C concentrations on the product. But as far as the smell goes and the feel, it's not terrible. I think it's a good product. So, and sometimes I'm harsh with these products and things like that, but this is just my perspective. And again, I would like to emphasize that I am a cosmetic chemist, but I did not formulate this myself, and every product is created for a specific kind of person. And just because it might not be for me doesn't mean it's not going to be for you. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful and informative to you. If you've used this product before, be sure to let me know in the comments down below, and give this video a big thumbs up and like and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you next time. Bye.